Okay, so here's what we're going to be doing here. I'm going to be turning this mess here into this frame here. Bed YCST BTC002/003. Okay? Now I'm going to be doing all of this, and it's going to be basically, this has parts list, that's basically the overview of the assembly, and okay, so I don't know if we're going to upload it, but we did record a little bit of unboxing it, but I don't think we're going to bother to upload it because this is going to be a long process. Because this is the slats for the headboard. This is the cross beams for the bed frame. And over here is the basic structural stuff. This here is the hardware, as I like to call it. This is the structural, and I got a random black thingy which might have come out of one of these things, and I don't know if I'm supposed to leave these in there or not. Well, now that I'm done the dreaded part of talking about it, now I'm going to actually get to do the interesting part about it and trying to figure out what goes where how. Okay. Alright, so I need a thingy called an A and a thingy called a B. That'll be, this thingy here is A. I guess I'll put this over here for now, and this thingy here is B. Okay. And then I need, I'll take C3. Does anybody have a C3 on their card? Oh, right now I get to have the C3 now.
I have a Z1.
This is C3. A, B, C, and then by the looks of it, this is probably D. These are probably D, and yes, these are D.
That's P.
Okay.
Or Q or something.
D.
P.
Right, and then
C.
oh, those are the screws. Is P and Q's and B's. Okay. So.
Cat interruption.
All right.
My pretty girl.
Let's get some tool action going on here.
Now that everybody knows their ABCs.
All right. I guess
C
I'll
for cat.
do a couple of these.
D for dog. There's
E.
your man.
So, I'm willing to bet if they did the smart thing, probably going to be all of P. I mean, all of P is probably going to be used here. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute.
There's Q
P
and R.
goes here, here, here. Okay.
Q.
So that'll be 1, 2, 3. That'll be that one. 1, 2, 3. It'll be that one. Okay. So these will be the middle. All right, Q. All right. As much as they're charging for this stuff, you think they do something have like in a nice plastic container with them all like separated?
Well, they're probably afraid if they'd been in classic, the top would come off and they'd go all
No,
together.
this is cheaper.
Well, I thought that was smarter because if the
No.
top came off and they just
It's all about cheap.
Well, the more stuff they have in it, the more it weighs for shipping.
Yeah, but the thing is, if they had them in a nice plastic container, then it'll all be sorted, and you could tell what's what easier. Because
Well,
then they could have, like, underneath them, the alphabetical explanation for what they are, with the hardware on top. And they take the top off, then you can just grab them as you need them, and it'd be less likely for these stickers to come off. It's all about saving money.
oh well.
All right, now that I've
It's
got
all together,
all
nothing
that
came out.
sorted out. Okay, so
It's a headboard you're making, a headboard you're
B.
making.
So,
He's assembling the headboard first.
yeah, 'cause that's what the instructions told me to do. I just have to figure out. Okay, by the looks of it, this is up. We got some, this is this way. Okay, so we got this little tack weld here, well, the plate here and here. And you tell me if you can tell which way that's supposed to be orientated on there. Those of you on our channel in the comment section, tell me if you can tell in the instructions which way that tack welded piece is supposed to be orientated.
Maybe it's on another page.
No. It's step-by-step instructions. It doesn't cover
This is page 1
The only reason I figure it's orientated this way,
and 2.
the only way I logically have deduced it's this orientation, okay? I'm gonna tell
Maybe
you,
it's supposed to be on the other side.
the reason I've deduced it's this orientation is because if these are going to be evenly spaced,
Those two things.
there's
there,
a wider gap here than those up there.
that must be where the legs go for the bed.
That's the cross beam.
Oh, okay. Well, you built enough stuff, you can figure out what's
The only
not on
reason
there.
I've actually was able to deduce this is this gap. Because these are all evenly spaced, and then
Oh, that's
these are
for the
evenly
wood.
spaced.
That's for the floor.
That's the only reason I was able to figure that out.
Yeah.
So these beams will go crossways this way, and then this flat piece here is probably going to these.
Yeah.
That's my deduction.
Oh, what is he building?
Alright.
What is he building? What is David building
Oh.
today?
Oh, alright. Okay, so all that
And this
for those.
is part 2 of building a queen
Well,
size
actually,
bed frame.
you can have the partial unboxing recorded, just listed as a partial unboxing, extra video. Because I covered what this is here, and I even mentioned that, okay? So you can just list that as a
Yeah.
extra video. Because this video is going to be obscenely long as it is. Yeah, it's that end, and then these two will be that one. Okay. Alright. Now. I just hope we would have enough space, because those cross members sitting there.
Well, it can always be moved.
Oh, right. Not enough room. I'm going to have to move them. Okay. Just leave this stuff here for now.
And this is the end of part 2.
No, let's just keep recording. It's not going to take long. Just record the whole thing.
Okay.
Because no, there wouldn't have been enough space.
Considering you're building a queen size bed, no.
I've always preferred queen size.
You've always had it your whole life, that's why. It's what you're
You've
used to.
actually, a few times, did get me a king size bed. And I was like, why'd you get a king size bed? Why didn't you get another queen size bed? 'Cause I would prefer a queen size bed. There ain't no
King
point in
size
getting.
is too big.
There is no point in getting a king size bed to me.
It'll take up most of this room.
Yeah, I'd have to probably take out most of the stuff off that wall. Okay, now I made more room.
Well, it's what you've always preferred, and I've always gotten you what you always preferred.
This is gonna be fun. Black on black with black. Alrighty.
Joni's watching intently.
Yep.
See, she's watching. she's sitting there thinking, what can I tear up? Should I jump on his head? Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to rethink this. Alright, I want to stand it up. I can do it like this. Hey, little girl. So, Joni, what you thinking about?
Okay, tell us what you're doing.
How much better she is than us.
Probably, that is probably what our cat's thinking. But, well, right now, I'm doing the first part of the headboard. This is step one of the very long process.
He is screwing screws, and he is doing this post is straight up on the headboard, and this is
Well, right now what I'm more or less doing
screws in there
is
with
I
an
put
Allen
it-
wrench.
I put it like this so that way I can actually have gravity work with me to put this screw in.
It's so
Okay,
dark, I
that's-
couldn't get a good view of the camera. Couldn't see what you were doing.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm using my flashlight on my camera.
Okay. I want to get it just tight enough. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have it tight so it doesn't block.
Well, more or less, I just have to have it tight enough so that way when I put start putting the other stuff, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these three on. And I want this just tight enough, just like hold it. And then when I do the other side up here, where I'm gonna flip, where I'm gonna like put it to that side, and then I'm gonna tighten it all up together. That way everything can just kind of shift just enough. That way when I got the crossboards for the headboard on here, I can then just tighten it all down. That way everything can just wiggle just enough. Alright, now I'm going to have my foot hold that. Well, that's
so
wobbling.
you're gonna do the same on each of these.
Yep.
All right, and this is the end of part 2.